Welcome back to Watch It Played. My name is Rodney Smith. In this episode, we're going to go over some news and updates. I'm going to show you a new game that we purchased, and I'm also going to tell you the results of the Deciders vote. So you guys are going to find out what game we're going to be playing after Super Dungeon Explorer wraps up. Now, normally I would do an episode like this with Luke, and he'd be helping me unbox some new game that we received. But we were gone for the last week because of some computer repairs that need to be done. And a game did arrive, but I couldn't wait for you guys to open it, so I already opened it up. Now, I am going to show you the game, but first I want to tell you about where I purchased it from. Now, when I was looking for my War Machine 2-player starter set, I went online trying to find somewhere affordable to order it from, and I found the Discount Game Store. This is an eBay store, and they had free shipping to Canada. I'm from Canada, so that matters to me, because sometimes I'll find a good deal on something in the States, but by the time I pay for shipping, I've doubled the cost, or paid something that makes me feel bad about myself. So to have free shipping was fantastic. And then on top of that, their prices were good. So it wasn't like they were trying to make up the difference in the shipping by marking everything up through the roof. So I became a fan of them very quickly. I started following them on Facebook and on Twitter. And then on Facebook, I saw, now these guys do contests where you can actually win stuff for free from them, but they also give updates on different games that they're playing. And they mentioned the game that I'm going to show you in a moment as one that they were playing. Now, this was not a miniatures game, and typically they sell miniatures products. And I've been having some trouble finding this particular game. So I sent him a quick message and said, hey, do you have any extra copies? And would you be interested in sending one along to us? I run a video series. I'd be more than happy to plug you guys, as I'm already a fan of your store and have purchased things from you. And you know what? They said yes. Now, we send out requests sometimes to publishers and retailers, and we'll say, hey, listen, we're about to do a video series. We're going to put hundreds of hours into your game. Would you be interested in supporting us by sending us along a free copy? And oftentimes we'll get, meh, no thanks, which is fine, which is perfectly fine. No one owes us anything, of course. But here's an entrepreneur, a smaller business, and really, with no hesitation, was more than willing to send us a free copy. So I definitely wanted to give Daniel and the Discount Game Store a plug for sending us Mouse Guard, the role-playing game. Andrea and Luke and I are big fans of the comic book series that this is based on. And because of that, I started looking into the role-playing game. I actually have not played a role-playing game properly. I've played a few quick sort of encounter sessions, and that's about it. But this game really interested me because it seems to really reward role-playing. Not just bashing your enemies on the head, but setting up your character to have personalities and characteristics and instincts that then when you act on during the role-playing, the GM has to reward you for. And you also have the option of sort of working against your strengths, to put yourself in more difficult situations, to give yourself rewards in the game that you can then use later to help you in later adventures or when you get yourself in a really, really tough spot. So everything about the game system seemed really appealing. So I was really excited to get this, and that's why I couldn't wait to unbox it with you when we weren't able to film it. So let me just show you a little bit about what's inside of it and talk to you a little bit more about the Discount Game Store. Now, as I said, they mainly carry miniatures, and they can special order pretty much anything. You just contact them on email, Facebook, or eBay message, and I'll put links to those things in the description. But they also have a stock of Games Workshop and Privateer Press miniatures listed on their site. So for direct orders, their generic discount for all major game lines is 21% off, but they also order 31% off on Privateer Press items, and everything ships free in the US and in Canada. If you're into miniatures gaming, or you think you might like to get into some miniatures gaming, I do hope you'll give Dan and the Discount Game Store a chance at your business. And very soon, I hope to have some more information about how they might be supporting us with another game that we're looking to get into and play for this series. But now, let's take a look at the results of the Deciders vote. This is the game that we're going to be playing after Super Dungeon Explorer. I've got the results here. Let's take a peek. Now, as you can see, every single game got at least one vote. And as we get towards the end, it got pretty close. Tales of Arabian Night was in third. Lords of Waterdeep got the second most vote. And beating it out by one vote was Space Hulk. So for our next playthrough after Super Dungeon Explorer, we are going to be playing Space Hulk. I don't review games, you know that, but I will say this. This is my favorite game in terms of components. I'll leave everything else up to you guys to see when we actually play through the game. I'm also going to probably be trying to play another game as well on the side while we're playing our Space Hulk game, and I'll talk more about that a little bit later. But for now, I'll leave you guys. In our next episode, we'll likely be continuing our Super Dungeon Explorer playthrough. Thanks for watching.